It is important that you never lose yourself. That's why you need to get to the core. You need to get to who you are. And you can only get there by working on yourself, finding your diet. You gotta fast, for example. I got this perfect analogy that I realized today that I want to share. Let's assume you're obese, you're fat, so you have all this fat on you, all this nonsense. You gotta cut it out. So how do you cut it out? The best way is fasting, of course, and your diet, of course, but fasting will just melt off the nonsense. So you melt off the shell and you get to the core. You melt off the shell and you get to the core of who you are. And then you train and build muscle. So you see, you get to the core and then you build outwards. You get to the core and then you build outwards. That's why this is so super important to my philosophy. Be it practical, in theory, doesn't matter. They're connected. They're deeply connected. You can't have the other without, you gotta have both. So my other channel will be, the Red Chair Philosophy will be about the theory, but it will be about other philosophers and thinkers and intellectualism in general and philosophy in general. For those who are interested in that kind of stuff, that will go deeper into that. This channel will of course change based on that channel as well. So the both will change all the time, simultaneously and together. But so that's where my thoughts are. That's where my thoughts are right now. But currently I just want to help people with this, and I want people to ignite within them the fire, all right? The salamander. I want people to ignite their instincts. You can have a life with much more, extreme, or not extreme, but intense experience. I call it intense experience. I call it Newman. I used to say Newman. Instead of saying spirituality or spirit, I used to say Newman. You gotta ignite the Newman in you, and this Newman is your fire, basically. This will motivate you. This is all of that stuff. This is, following these principles I've created. They're universal, but I want you to be your individual. You can't walk my path. You can't walk my path. I can't walk your path. I can only guide you. I can only, help you take the steps necessary, but I can't take the step for you. All right. That's why I say welcome individuals in the community group. All right. That's why I speak of individuals. All of you are individuals. You all have your, inner life. You all have your inner everything and outer everything. External, internal, doesn't matter. You all have your own, and so my stuff is just for you to utilize, and then it's up to you how you utilize it. I can't utilize it for you. You gotta utilize it. You gotta realize that this is the way, you don't have to realize this is the way. You do whatever you want, but once you realize, when you work on your core, work on yourself, developing yourself, you will realize that slowly everything will just get put together, like everything will just make sense, like in a puzzle. You've always missed some puzzle, but you realize that this is, this is how you do it. Now, obviously, your journey won't be the same as mine, but the general gist of it can be, that's why I have universal principles that guide you. So, for example, one of them is owning yourself. The other is act upon your desire, your higher desire. The other is, now obviously work on yourself, focus on yourself, but obviously other stuff, for example, like the purpose principle, help yourself first, then you help others. That's one principle, and then you help others through a medium. That's the third purpose principle. You have these principles. You can't have a rigid system, or I can't create a rigid system, because if I create a rigid system, this won't make any sense for anyone, because it will be, first off, it will become dogmatic, and that is, I'm against all dogmatism. The principle of change, there is another principle, which I borrowed from Heraclitus and other philosophers, and realizing that, you know, everything changes all the time. We know this from science as well. So we know that all the cells in our bodies all change every day. All your, you know, you get new blood in your body creates new blood and new cells every day, like millions of them. So you change, technically you change every day. So you just have to realize that you change every day. You have to apply this more, you know, rigid. You have to apply this more extremely into your life and not just be stuck. That's why people are stuck. So, but you can't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. That's why you need to work on yourself so you get to your instincts. If you get to your instincts, you won't lose yourself, because you will immediately, that's what I noticed today, you will immediately just go to your instinct. All right, you can check my other video in the Red Chair Philosophy channel. There you can see my thoughts, what went through, and I made a mistake, but I corrected it almost immediately. All right, because I felt terrible. And when you know it's terrible, when you don't love the process anymore, then you know that something is wrong, and then you know that you have to change something. And I did. I created the other channel, which I had in my mind way back, actually before this channel. And so that channel, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I know it's gonna be about philosophy and more theory oriented, but as you can see, my own mistake, you know, I found myself again because I am this close to my core. So I try to reach out, and I compromise too much of my core. You gotta build slowly. You know, you get excited. I've gotten very excited lately, and I got a bit too excited. And obviously I caught a cold or something, and so I have felt terribly as well. So the physical affects the mental, affects the action, affects everything, all right? So that's why you gotta have all these tools so you know what you're doing, and don't, you know, just act upon whatever your prefrontal cortex says, all right? That's the negative, you know, it's not negative, but you have to channel it correctly. You have to channel the prefrontal cortex, you know, negative thoughts or stuff like that. Those are important, but you have to channel them correctly, right? And I know how to channel them correctly. Otherwise, this would have lasted for days, but it doesn't. It doesn't last for days because I know exactly what I'm doing. So, and I know that I found myself immediately, even in philosophizing and talking to myself, and with other video, and also before that, you know, I just let myself think for like 30 minutes, and then let's do this. This is my instinct. My instinct says I want to make this video. So I went and created that video, and there we are. I created a video before that, but I don't think I will post it. It was about, you know, practical tips here, but I've realized that it is mediocre. I don't want mediocrity. I want to create something that is special for people, for everyone basically, but I want these special people to find out how to pull themselves up from the nothingness, all right? That is basically it, or igniting people. That is what I wanted to do with my art, to igniting people, and also philosophy, igniting people, their inner fire. I call it the salamander. I explain it in the other, you know, your instinct, all right? So I explain it in the despair video as well. But I'm not gonna continue making despair videos. I'm not gonna continue making social media, you know, I'm not gonna continue just repeating myself, because I will just bore myself, and I will just empty myself of everything. I will from now on only speak of what makes me excited every day. So if I'm excited about something else, I will share it on this channel, I will share it on the other one, but I'm going to be more, you know, it is going to be more poetic, I'm gonna skip SEO. I don't care about SEO. I'm gonna just, not gonna skip it, but I'm gonna use some SEO. You know, you gotta use SEO to people to find your videos, but I'm gonna use beautiful titles, especially in the theoretical arena. There I'm gonna go, you know, I don't care at all there. But in this arena here, I'm not gonna compromise. I'm gonna be myself. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? If I'm not myself, what the hell is the point? Who am I? I'm just, you know, the same as everyone else. No, I am not the same as everyone else. You're individual, I'm an individual, and we'll continue this, and I'll continue to help you whatever you need: diet, sleep, exercise, meditation. But all of this has to come from inspiration, from inner, you know, wanting. It has to come from inner inspiration, inner desire, deep desire. This is how the healthy inner wisdom comes, you know. You channel it through like this. This is how you express yourself, more health-based, well, positively. So we are a yes-sayers to life, all right, as Nietzsche says. So I will post this video instead of that other video, the practical video. I mean, it is practical, but it is kind of useless as well. And it was uninspired, but it is useless because it is useful, but it is useless for almost everyone except like 5 career choices. So who cares? Because the point is the purpose principle. The principles are the point. The point is not exactly what, you know, obviously you have your exact stuff that you need, your exact problems, but then you can join my, if you have some specific issues and stuff like that, my YouTube videos won't go through specific issues. My YouTube videos will go through the principles and inspiration and motivation, and inspiration in igniting, not inspiration motivational videos. I want to ignite in you a fire, all right? That is the whole point. That is my purpose with my philosophy. I want to ignite this fire, this drive. I want to ignite this drive within you. I want to wake up the inner salamander in you and just get you to your instincts and just get going, all right? And get your stuff, the stuff you need. So the stuff I speak of will inspire me as well. That is the whole point, because I'm doing this for me as well. I'm not doing this for just for you, and I'm not just giving. I'm giving and I'm taking. That's the whole point. I have to give and take. In the other channel, I basically give, but I basically take, because it is pure, you know, it is pure expression there. So it is different there. Perhaps it will be a more artistic channel, and then like a more stricter philosophical one in the future. We'll see. More like an educational one or something like that. But I don't have time to do all my, you know, all that stuff. I will have to delegate stuff, but those are my true thoughts. That's the truth. I will always speak the truth. If I do something that I don't feel is the truth, then I will stop, like I did today. I realized that, and I watched some videos, and I shouldn't. Obviously I tried to research, you know, how to do SEO and all that stuff, but I realized, and I quickly found what I needed, and I found those guys, a couple of, you know, I'm not gonna mention who it is, but they are, you know, if you go SEO and you know, YouTube SEO and Google SEO, you will find them. But the thing is, they have this mentality that is correct, and with that works. I mean, that is how it is. And you gotta just create stuff. You have to create your unique stuff and of value. You need both. You need your own voice, And that is your purpose or passion. You need your voice. You need your own voice. You can't have my voice. You need your own voice, because that's how you will create your passion. And before having your voice, you have to listen to yourself. So you gotta cut stuff out. So I did a mistake there. An error. I tried to be something that I'm not. I tried to do these, fast cut stuff. And I will perhaps cut some stuff, but I'm not gonna do fast cut stuff, every mistake and all that stuff. You will get the true me. I believe I want to have people, the people I want to attract will be those people that I want to attract, and they will come to me because those are the people I want to attract. I don't want people, I don't want all this chandala. I don't want all these people who love this, fast cut, all this nonsense. There is no fast in life. There is no fast, all right? It takes time. Everything takes time. Everything that is good takes time. Everything that is good or great takes even longer time, all right? So those are the thoughts of today. And if you have any problems with finding your passion, purpose, if you have any problems with diet, sleep, exercise, meditation, if you have any problems working with yourself, if you have problems with, all this stuff, you can contact me. The email is down below, but it is also, you can book directly on Facebook. I have a page now on Facebook. All the links are in the About page, but the links are also in all the videos. And I believe in the main page, perhaps, if you're on a computer. And I have a Facebook page now. I have a Facebook community page. You can go there. You can join my community. It says closed, but I will, allow anyone right now. And I will help you with your exact specific stuff. And we continue from there. But you can email me for personal consultation, in-depth guidance by phone, by Skype, for example. And it will be different. It will be like, I will listen to what you have to say. Well, I will listen to first I have to know who you are, some details. So I understand, I get a picture. Literally, I visualize a lot. So I get a picture of where you are and stuff like that. And then I will try to guide you. I will teach you my principles, but I will also teach you my principles and give you them within your specific, situation. So I will explain to you the specific, how to think when you're like this, think like this, and do this, and stop thinking like this, all right? But I'm not gonna just tell you, stop thinking like this. You have to do stuff to stop thinking like negative thoughts and so forth. And you do that you just follow what I say here. If you take my words seriously, you will just follow the general principles, apply them, and voila, you have no negative thoughts anymore. As long as you focus on your task, your work, and yourself, there won't be any error like that. And you avoid what I did today. You don't listen to all these voices. You listen to your own voice, only your own voice, because you understand exactly what your purpose is when you listen to your instinct. When you listen to your instinct, you know exactly what you need to do, or you just discuss with yourself, or like I do on YouTube, or with myself. It doesn't matter which I do, or with someone else. I speak the same way I speak to my friends, my family. I always speak like this, so there is no difference. I don't separate anything. Everything is interwoven, and I don't separate my life, work, all of it. Art, science, philosophy, all of it is connected to me, from me. So use whatever you want to use. Don't use whatever you don't want to use. Contact me on Facebook. Contact me on or Quora. You can contact me wherever you want to, and or on YouTube. Comment down below. Like or don't like. I don't care. Share. Don't share. I don't care either. The thing is, I just want to get to the truth, or the truth as, I believe in fleeting truth, but the human, truth, so to speak. I mean, there is some, guiding principles, but there is no set in stone thing, because there are so many factors and so many things you can do. It is infinite. There are so many careers you can do. There is so many diets you can do. There are so many transformation. There are so many everything you can do. So you work on yourself. You do all this stuff. You get better. You improve yourself. If you have any problems with any of this, like I said, contact me wherever you want to. Email, YouTube, or Facebook. But I'm gonna try to focus only on YouTube and Facebook now. Keep on focusing on yourself. Keep on focusing on your work as well, your task. This is also important. Keep on developing yourself. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on focusing only on yourself. Everything is great. Everything is fine. Everything will always be great and fine. And see you guys and girls